band. I missed that band. Yes. Hello. And band, if you could.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Good.
band.
Clean cut.
How did the band get here in this heat wave?
I don't know. The
All
acoustics
60,
in here are so good
all
for that
60
band too.
pieces
Yeah.
are here, but yet our producers are not.
Yeah, our producers, unfortunately,
Couldn't make it. Couldn't make it.
Too hot.
Too hot. That blackout that happened last weekend is
They're
still affecting.
blacked out.
Still
Our
affecting.
producers
Still blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got on the train last night, it was, and the nice lady at the MTA on the intercom said, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and S trains are not working."
Wow. That's like all over.
Did you not have that problem?
it was last night.
Yes.
I was in Brooklyn.
Y'all don't have trains in Brooklyn?
No trains there.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We're still in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's right.
Because we are on Brooklyn Public Access.
Yep.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Can I just tell you that I think I have a pajama shirt that is made out of the same material and has a very similar style.
Well,
but it looks so much better on
this
you.
is your pajama shirt.
It looks
Thank you. It actually is just like silk and like
whatever.
whatever. Instagram.
Wow.
I just get all
Never
of
been
those.
to that store.
You haven't?
No.
You wouldn't. It's all those Target ads. They like really target me and
like Target the store.
Not our sponsor. Not our
Not
sponsor.
a sponsor. Yeah.
But the Target ads, like they're like targeting you. Buy me, and I do, and
With
I do.
the dog and the red spot.
Okay, let's drink. What are you? I'm done with this. What are you gonna drink today?
I'm gonna have this champagne.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so unlike you.
I know.
Do you hear my voice?
It's very gravelly.
I
What
was
were you
at.
doing
I
last
was.
night?
It wasn't last night. It was Wednesday night. I was at the Carly Rae Jepsen concert.
Oh.
Screaming and singing and living, and here I am, just like.
Did she ever find out if that person called her or?
She still hasn't.
No call yet.
No call yet.
But it might happen.
7 years
According to
later,
the song,
just still waiting. But she did sing it.
Good. You have to. It's
She had to.
Yeah.
She had to. I'm gonna have some champagne too.
Me too.
Klaus.
It's not.
Where is he in the bathroom? Is he checking the weather?
I don't see him back there.
I don't see him anywhere.
You know what?
Oh, is he over there? He's over there?
I have.
He's actually over here too.
Oh, is he?
Woo! Klaus!
Klaus.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Oh.
What did you have to?
Well, I don't know.
We could split
cheers.
one.
Well.
All right. Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
How have you been? It's been. Oh, the last time we saw each other was Pride.
Yeah, that's right. It's been great. I moved. It's been really hot. It's yeah.
It's like 108 today. 108 today. Did you know that New York City? I read something the other day. It was saying this weekend New York City will be hotter than Miami, hotter than Los Angeles, hotter than Texas, hotter than
Other
the
places.
Equator. Isn't that crazy?
You know what Carlos Santana would say?
Mama Ria.
No, he would say.
Oh wait, he didn't sing that song.
It's a hot one.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a hot one. Not a Santana fan.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Me either, honestly.
Doesn't ring a bell. He's still with us, isn't he? Santana.
He makes shoes, I think.
Zapatos?
Yeah.
Zapatos?
Yeah.
That's nice. Thank you for asking about me. I've been good.
Yeah, how have you been?
Woo!
I know. Hello, excuse me.
I've been good. I was just in Mexico.
That's
Actually,
right.
it
With your
is
mom
cooler in
and
Mexico
friends?
than it is in New York City. Yep, mom and friends and stepdad.
Cool.
A lot of fun, a lot of doing nothing, a lot of eating, a lot of drinking, a lot of beach, a lot of pool, a lot of sea turtles. Every single night.
Really?
Yeah. Every single night there was a sea turtle that would, multiple sea turtles that would beach themselves and lay their eggs and then just crawl right back. Isn't that awesome? Literally National Geographic in front of my eyes.
Were you watching TV in the hotel room? This is where you saw this?
You got me.
That
you got
you
me.
were watching that.
You got me. But it was just like, wow, that is Mother Nature. That is God at its finest. You know what I mean? So like I cried.
Turtles all the way down, as they say.
Sipped my wine. It was great.
That's great. You look very tan. You look.
Do I?
Yeah.
I feel like I've lost it.
No, I
feel like I've lost it.
You got some peeling skin over here. I
oh,
still see it.
Shoot. Missed out with the lotion. Shoot.
Listen, we have so much to do today.
We have so much to do today. We have amazing guests.
Yeah, 2 amazing guests from the Queer Creative Podcast.
That's right.
Very excited to speak to them. But before we do, we're going to play a little game called Who Tweeted?
I love that we both did that. The band, they're on break.
The band's on break,
They
guys.
they had to get a drink of water.
Yeah,
all
the
60
band's
of
on
them.
break. So imagine we're playing the tweet theme song.
Tweet.
Enough.
Speaking of tweets, wait, this plant.
Y'all.
So usually we have like our books, our crystals, our candles.
Yes.
My candles, I'm a candle company.
Yeah.
Literally.
BradenBradley.com.
But we have a plant.
Yeah, we have a little fig leaf over here.
Fiddle leaf fig.
If you remember our Thanksgiving episode featuring Cosmo the bird, who bit me and then later died.
He had a taste of her blood and just...
he's buried in that plant.
He is. He's buried down here in the bottom.
It's not a bit. This is 100%
This is true. This is true. He died in like December, so we buried him in this pot, left him out in the balcony all winter.
Against my advice.
For him to like biodegrade and do whatever nature does. And then come around old May, we get the old fiddle leaf sticker in.
Dug him up, put him inside,
Sure did.
and brought him indoors.
Yep, so
why not?
This is all Cosmo right here, right in front of your eyes. Also, when I die, just to let you know, I want to do the same thing.
You want to be buried in that big plant?
With Cosmo.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay,
No
let's
problem.
play. So what's the theme of this game? Like,
The theme is heat. New York City, hot. It's hot outside. You know how we play this game. We read a tweet, and then we have to guess who tweeted it.
Celebrities.
Celebrities,
Yeah.
yes. If you get
Like
it
us.
right, you take 2 drinks. If you get it wrong, you take 1
Well,
drink.
so you'll have you 1 drink.
Yes.
I'm not sure
Are you
what-
just have a stroke?
I think I did. Just Cosmo's really got me.
Cosmo's
very
vibes.
emotional.
We've already had a cabinet fall off and a bottle explode.
Well, a bottle did like explode.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I just got ready.
You go first.
You want me to read first?
Yes.
Okay. This is about the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Global warming isn't real because I was cold today. Also, great news. World hunger is over because I just ate.
I'm sensing some sarcasm from this tweet, so I'm gonna guess that it's somebody who does believe in climate change.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Is it a singer?
No. Well,
Do they have an album?
no. Well,
Is
they
it-
might have an album, but it's not a like singing album.
Are they a comedian?
Yes.
Is it Wanda Sykes?
No.
Excuse me.
I'm just running low over here.
The whole...
You want some? Shit.
No, it's fine.
No, we'll split it.
Then who is it?
Stephen Colbert.
Okay.
Drink once. Alright, my turn.
This mix of multiple champagnes. Here we go.
No, it's the same champagne. It's upside down.
Well, now it's upside down.
Oh, shit. So I'm upside down. This is my leg up.
It's very hot in NYC. The graffiti stickers have disrobed, and still they suffer heat exhaustion.
The graffiti stickers have disrobed?
Yeah, what kind of person would use such flowery language? An intellectual, perhaps? Or one who plays one on TV? Think of a show that you love from the 90s.
Clueless.
No, a TV show. I guess there was a TV show.
Ellen.
No. Way more straight than either of those shows.
I don't know anything.
I'm
Forfeit.
listening for your answer.
Friends. I
I thought you were going to say it. We used to
Frank.
So close.
Frog. Ruffle. Frida. Franzia. Boxed wine.
This person would never drink boxed wine, but they were a wine aficionado. in the show.
Do y'all know?
That featured two brothers who loved wine and one of their wives. It was also a spin-off of a more popular show from the 80s.
The 80s.
I'm listening for your answer, Brayden.
I'm listening. I know that, but I don't know it. I suck.
It's Bebe Neuwirth from Frasier.
Okay, so I hate Frasier. Number one. And I knew it was going to be Frasier, but I didn't want to say Frasier because I never want to say Frasier.
You don't. I get it.
I don't like Frasier.
Well, how do you feel about Bebe Neuwirth?
You know, I love her in Madam's Secretary. I also saw her in the Addams Family. She is a delight. I met her after that.
Oh.
She's sweet. She's sweet. She's sweet. She's still with us.
Yes. She
She's
tweeted.
Still with us. She just tweeted us?
Well, she tweeted that tweet.
Oh yeah, you're right. From the 90s? She tweeted that in the 90s?
No, that was from now.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Wait, what did that have to do with climate change and heat stuff?
It's so hot that the graffiti has disrobed. She took a picture of a naked graffiti thing.
Love ya, Beebs. All right.
Well, they can't all be winners.
We can't all be winners.
But
How about what?
You know who is a winner?
Me.
And our guests.
Our guests are winners.
Our guests are two beautiful winners.
Two beautiful, queer, maybe winners. Shall we bring them on?
Yes. Let's bring them on. Let's play the theme music for them to band. Can we? Yeah, why not?
Wait, one
let's
second.
Make it a little
Let
more.
me just text the band
Text
to come
the
back
band,
into
come
the
back
room.
from break. Here they go. They're sitting in their chairs. First chair, second chair, third chair, fourth chair.
But I only have this.
I know. Let's play them on. Yes! Welcome!
Wait, we gotta say who they are, duh!
Let's say it!
They are Jonah and Renessa from the Queer Creative Podcast! Come on in! I love it.
Yes, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you, band.
Thank you, band. You're so good to us. You're so good to us.
You played the wrong song, but we love you.
We love you anyway. Happy Saturday.
Happy
Saturday.
How are you
Thank
guys?
you for having Great. us.
You're so welcome. How are
So
you?
excited to be here.
Are you like sweating and dying from the heat?
Yeah, that's nice and AC in the studio.
We were,
Yes,
yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
Yes.
We were divas this morning and we took a car, so.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that.
Our producers.
arranged for
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
We are sponsored by
They're
Cars.
content on time.
All cars.
All
Every
cars are
cars.
responsible,
Every
yeah.
cars. Can we get you guys something to drink?
God,
Join
I love
us.
a drink.
What would you
Can I have a virgin self-hating homosexual?
Yes.
Straight up, straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. I will leave the room.
Mm.
Klaus.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have a one-legged filthy bisexual with a twist.
Ooh, a
Just a
with a
twist.
Yeah,
A filthy. What is in a filthy bisexual?
thank you.
What
Thank
isn't
you,
in one?
Yeah.
Whoa! Someone came to work today.
Yes.
Someone came to work today. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy
Queers.
Saturday.
Cheers.
Cheers, queers.
Yes.
Speaking of queers, your podcast is called the Queer Creative
Yes.
Podcast. Why is it called that?
Ooh. Well, we're queer creatives.
Yeah.
We both have a background in design,
Cool.
and we wanted to do something a little different from our day jobs, and we wanted to talk to other queer creatives, and yeah.
Yeah, we've been friends for 20 years, and we've been wanting to work on a project together for quite a while, and we're both big fans of podcasts.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we saw sort of a hole in the market on the podcast that we were listening to that sort of focused on just actors and musicians.
Yeah.
Where we're surrounded by, we both own creative studios, so
Mhm.
we're surrounded by these great creative people, so we wanted to showcase their work as well.
Yep.
Cool.
So like graphic designers, writers, authors, illustrators.
The gamut.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
Just,
really fun.
I was looking in my inbox waiting for I'm a queer creative, just wanted to say. So I was
Yeah.
looking for my
Your
I would
invite.
never have
invite.
guessed.
Looking
Yeah.
for your peeps. Looking
Yeah.
for your
Just
peeps.
seeing when my call sheet for the podcast. on
Yes.
Because they're Leanne.
Season 2.
I'm not invited.
She's not queer.
Yeah. You don't have to laugh while you say it, okay?
She's
I didn't
straight.
choose to be this way.
Oh, did you? It's a choice, Leanna. Jesus.
Jesus.
So, what kind of guests have you had on? Do we know some of the people?
Perhaps, yeah.
Justin Sayer, Frank DeCaro.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
the author, Robert Feisler, who just wrote the book Tinderbox, the untold story of the Upstairs Lounge Fire.
Love.
Yeah, it's a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, so that was significant this year with Stonewall 50, so we got to talk to him.
Yeah. And then some not so famous people,
well
known, but big in their fields.
Yeah.
We just had these lovely lesbian couple on our show that started a greeting card company for the LGBT community. So they focus. Yeah,
that is really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool, and that's part of like what we want to keep doing. We're finishing our first season, and the second season is, not just focusing on the more well-known people, but also like people who are just coming up or small business owners. So yeah.
Cool.
What's something that you have learned that's sort of been unexpected through this process? Like, as you're interviewing people, are you seeing like some major themes come up?
Oh, that's a good question.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like there's a burst of creativity right now as a result of the current administration and sort of like the stresses that people are going through. I feel like it's really pushing people to like look within, use their imaginations more, sort of like escapism almost.
Yeah.
So that's been a big theme I found.
And also to support each other, like to support other queer businesses or, and sort of like we're doing with the podcast. That's definitely been a recurring theme.
Yeah, the LGBTQ plus community is pretty strong together, and we are sort of trying to build on that community and create one within our show and on social media to try to do more of a networking thing for queer creatives.
Yeah.
Cool. What do you have like a special guest that you want to be on your show coming up? Is there like if you could ever have anyone ever, like who's your...
Oh, I know what yours would be.
I know.
What? Who?
She's got a lady boner for Megan Rapinoe.
Oh, yes.
Megan Rapinoe, who's that?
The
soccer star.
Oh, duh. Yes, Megan, do not go to that White House.
So Jonah knows this about me. I
Klaus.
know absolutely nothing about sports.
Me neither.
But so I grew up with my father watching like Red Sox in the background. I would fall asleep. But since I've discovered Megan, it's actually Rapinoe. Yes,
Sorry,
because I've watched
Rapinoe.
some interviews with her now, and I know how to pronounce it.
Stalker.
She is so cute. And
No, she's so
that
cute.
would be like an understatement.
Yes.
Can we just talk
They're all
about...
very...
Not that they have to be commented on their appearance, they're also wonderful.
No, they're hot.
Yes.
But they're
Yes.
hot.
Did you hear about, I think it was like a GoFundMe or whatever that started so they could like raise money so they would close the gender pay gap in the soccer
Oh, really?
community. So they like raised enough money and were like, here, women soccer players.
Well, it's
you
such bullshit, especially in the U.S. where the men's soccer is terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And the women in the U.S. are winning all these championships
Hello,
all the
what
time.
is that?
Yeah.
What is
Nobody
that?
cares about men's soccer in
Nobody
the US.
cares about men.
Yeah.
Especially if you're white
Yeah.
and straight, but if you're gay, that's cool.
Yeah. Cheers.
Queer.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, queers. So yours is Megan. Whose is yours?
Mine would be a celebrity.
Anybody.
Anybody you want on your show, yeah.
Does he have to be queer?
You tell me. It's your...
I would love Obama. I would really like to interview him.
Yeah, he's a queer ally.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be Obama.
Obama.
Yeah.
Who?
I want to know what he's been very silent lately, and I'm dying to know.
Well,
pick his
he's
brain out.
tired. He's sleeping.
I know, she's exhausted, but he looks great.
Yeah.
He does look great. He looks better.
Snapped back.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure he does. He's not having to deal with all the pressures of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like wakeboarding with Richard Branson. Hello.
Good for him. He
Is
deserves
that right?
it. He needs a break. I wish we could have had him longer.
Yeah. But also Julie and Brandy from the podcast Dumb Gay Politics.
Okay.
Come be
Oh,
on
she
our
loves you.
show. I'm obsessed.
Have you seen the Broadway
Put it out
show, What the Constitution Means to Me?
No.
No.
Y'all would love it.
Really?
I saw it. It was nominated. Heidi Schreck is the lead, and she wrote it. She was nominated for the Tony too. You need to go see it
Sounds
before it
amazing,
closes.
yeah.
It's basically a one-woman show, but there's like a couple other supporting characters. It's just about like women's rights, being progressive. She grew up like in a really small town in Washington, I think it was. You just go see it.
Yeah.
It's so great, so great, and it's very like, of today's time with the shit that we're going through. Who's someone that you would like to be on our show?
Be on our show?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Besides me.
Well, yeah, I want you to be on the show, of course.
I mean, you got us, so you can check us out.
I know.
Done. That's a wrap.
This was a big get, so
Yeah.
I don't know how do we top, but I guess who would I like? I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I'm blanking on every person that I would.
In the world.
Yeah. I guess. Oh.
BB Newworth.
Yes, would love to get BB on. BB, please.
Yeah, I am BB.
How about? Oh, you know who I would love to get on? Carly Rae, of course.
Duh.
But there's this band that I like that I would love to have on, but they're just a bunch of straight guys, so I don't know.
No, we don't allow that. We don't allow that. There was
Straight white guys?
There was one time when we
yeah.
started this show, we were like, we're not gonna have any straight white men on this show. But then we did once.
We did.
It
And
happens.
she
I mean,
didn't
there's
tell
so
me.
many of them.
She
She slipped them in.
Yeah.
But we've only had nice people on, though, so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good call.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here, so.
Yeah.
So can you guys tell us, like, how did the podcast come about? Like, you've been friends for 20 years.
Yeah.
When did it start? Were you, like, just drunk at a bar one night, like, that's what we did. We were
Yeah.
like, let's start a show.
Yeah.
And so we did. So how did it happen for you?
You're welcome.
Well, like I said, we were both fans of the podcast in general, and I
We
listened to them
text
all
each
the
other
time.
about
And
podcasts we were
we would
listening
chat
to.
about
That's
them. And we had been talking back and forth for a couple of years, discussing potential projects. And then one day it just came to me that we should do it. And she came up with the name.
You were like, let's do a podcast. And then one day we were on the phone and you had this concrete idea, like talking to queer creatives.
Yeah.
And I think I texted you like 10 minutes after we got off the phone and I was like, the queer creative. And
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But you live in Boston.
Yes.
You live in Brooklyn. So how does that, working on a project together, like how does that...
It's like a similar commute for us, because I live in Harlem.
In
and you're in the
Harlem.
upper...
Harlem.
Yeah. So...
But like, I don't always send my private jet for you.
Yeah.
Like, she
I
has to-
noticed. I am really seriously.
Sorry,
considering that.
sometimes I take it to go to the grocery store. Like it's
Send the
sometimes busy.
helicopter.
That one's it's in the shop. So like, do you fly down? You train down?
Train, I've been doing the train. I started out doing the bus, never again
No, I know.
in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So
go
he
down.
comes
I
to
have family,
Boston
but I'm
sometimes, yeah.
from
okay.
Boston
Oh,
originally,
okay.
so I have a lot of
Very
family and that I'm very close with there. So we go
So
down.
you basically just, I mean, you're not bi-coastal, but you're bi-statal. What is
Yeah,
it?
and we also do what is it?
Google
Live
Hangouts, yeah.
Google Hangouts.
You record like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's audio,
Figuring
so
out the
it's not-
technology part has been like the bane of our existence.
Yeah.
We
that
need
was a
somebody
challenge.
to do it for us. Holler.
Yeah.
We have many.
Yeah, if you can lend us one of these producers,
Thank
that'd be great.
everyone. Please sit down.
Yes,
For
please.
sure, for
Look
sure.
it up.
Yeah.
So we try to be together as much as possible in person
cool.
to meet with guests, but yeah.
And we're also traveling, like we're going to LA and we're going to Portland
Yes,
in the
we have
next
some
couple of
very
months.
exciting guests that we're meeting with there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you can't tell us, but I really want to ask.
Secret. We'll tell you off the show.
Okay. Maybe we should try to do that. Like, you just stay home.
Weren't you just in LA? I feel like I just saw you interviewing somebody on the red carpet or something.
Yes,
Whoa!
Brayden was live from Pride.
I was. I hosted
Yes,
LA Pride.
I
Did we
know
not
you
talk about
did.
You hosted LA Pride?
I did.
Yes, he interviewed all the stars. Who all did you interview? So many people.
Let
It's
me
amazing.
just sit this down and tell you. I have a web series which we're actually nominated for
Yes, you are.
DC's Web Series Awards. I'm nominated this week.
Congratulations.
Anyway, they just like know us and they were like, hey, we have an opportunity for the red carpet. Do you want to like come and represent my series and like interview all the performers and everybody? So I did that.
Did you forget anybody's name? On the red carpet?
Well, what's great about being a PR person, what's great about the PR people is they like write all the names on the whiteboard in the back. So if I'm like, and thank you, Lisa Vanderpump.
So great.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So they're very,
It's hard
they're
when
very
the cameras
helpful.
are on there, you blank people's names. It's like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Who did you hate?
Lisa Vanderpump.
Really?
I have, sorry, Lisa.
It's
But
live. You heard
He's
it here
not
first.
sorry.
But I'm just going to tell you this quick story real quick. I was a huge fan of Lisa Vanderpump. I was team her in the Lucy Apple Juicy like drama that went down this season. Love her, supported her. Then when I met her before, but when I interviewed her, she like said a curse word in front of me and didn't want to speak to me. And then she finally did, but it was just like very unprofessional. And if you're on the red carpet, you can't say no to like.
So she was like, "Fuck this guy."
Basically, she said, "Oh, for F's sake, I don't want to talk to him."
Ew.
Thank God you didn't have a
And I was
drink.
like, "I know you're not talking about."
I know.
Look at me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you do a hair flip?
You know I did.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so she came and we spoke and like she turned it on. It was just fake. And then she like left and didn't even stay for Pride and went right back to pump. And like it was just.
Yeah.
Did she have a dog?
Jiggy was there. I talked to Jiggy. Yeah. Anyway.
Were you two at Pride
Well, that's
here?
fun though.
We were
Congratulations.
at Pride.
Yeah.
We did live on Instagram story. We did an episode, basically just
Amazing.
live
We should've
Instagram
done
story.
that.
Was it the entire parade that was 18 miles? I mean, 18
No.
mile
We
walks?
no. So we caught up with the parade a few times. We kind of did some games with people on the street. What did we do? Gay or nay?
Gay or nay.
We give you a name and you tell us if it's a drag queen or a Kentucky Derby horse winner.
Okay.
Because they have all
That's
great
tricky.
names. They
Yeah,
all
yeah.
have great names.
Can you remember any of them off the top of it? I can't
even remember.
But they were really funny.
Yes. So we played some games on the street with people, and then we just did some like shots of the parade and like us from different parks.
We played Who Tweeted from like the park.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was cute.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. What'd you do for Pride? Because we tried to get you guys on for our Pride episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
But
We
y'all,
were booked.
You were booked.
Yeah.
Booked and blessed.
Booked and blessed.
We were out on the street for about 2 hours. We did the same thing. We introduced
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we introduced some
we had
people
some
on the
swag
street.
giveaways.
Oh, I love that. We need swag, Leanna.
I
Write
know.
that down. Write that down.
Write it down.
Thank you.
But we only did like 2 hours of it. It
The
was
parade
seriously like
was-
18 hours.
It was so long.
It's
They
crazy.
basically did probably 2 hours too.
Yeah.
I just couldn't deal with everybody. World Pride, like
It was hot too, and
what was like 8 million
Million,
more
yeah.
people here in the city. Like
Was it 8 or 4?
I don't know, just something.
It
A
was
million
crazy.
people.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And I was at World Pride the year before in Sydney.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh,
Which was-
excuse
I know.
me.
They get lit in Sydney
It
too.
was amazing.
Wow.
But it was also at night, so it was like
That's
way
fabulous.
more like
Mhm.
it was just like a lot cooler.
Yeah.
For one thing,
Was it
and
sexy?
like it was great.
I
It was like
bet.
masquerade.
Didn't you
themed,
buy this
So everybody, I did.
in Sydney?
but-
Oh my god.
My memory.
And I've
I'm
been wearing
telling
it
you
ever
what.
since.
Every
Let me tell
day.
you, every day. As soon as it gets hot, I put it on. Yes, but that was amazing. I loved it. It was great. Mhm.
Shall we play a game?
Yeah, we should.
Oh, I
Let's
would
do
love
it.
to.
Let's move along. Let's play a game. Does everyone have their drinks topped off?
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe we should top
I mean,
her off
I don't
some
know.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need some more Red Bull, Jonah?
Should I go give this to class to?
I can get it.
Is there more over there?
I wouldn't mind
That's all right.
standing up so the viewers could see this outfit.
Oh,
Ooh.
doesn't he look great? Work it.
Thank you,
if
Klaus.
If you guys get Barack, send Michelle our way. That will be my.
Wouldn't that be
my
Oh,
lovely?
dream
absolutely.
person.
Yeah, I feel like we should
Thank
have
you.
both of them on. Yeah.
Yes. Would love
Brought
to
to you
have
by Red Bull,
Thank
sugar
you.
free.
Thank you, sponsor.
Thank you, sponsors. Can we do that, Leanna? We're doing it.
Everyone's a sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna play a little game called
Cosmo. Oh my goodness.
That's Hot.
Paris Hilton, she's here.
That's hot.
That's
Yes,
hot.
it's in honor of.
Wait, did you top everyone off but me?
I just topped you off.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Again. Nice.
I would love to have Jesus Christ on the show.
Yes, would love to get
Oh,
Jesus or
Jesus is
any of the apostles.
Mary
I
even.
feel like,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, I feel like Jesus was, queer,
A
maybe,
queer
or
ally.
a queer ally. I mean,
100%.
Queer ally, yeah.
He is just a human ally. You know what I'm
certainly
saying? A
creative.
human ally. Certainly creative.
Certainly.
I was about to go the wrong road. I was about to go down the wrong road. I shouldn't.
Would love to get just like honestly anyone from the Bible. If you're out there and watching, just like come on, angels,
Holler, yeah.
God, love to get God.
Love to get God.
Big
He's
get,
probably
big get.
booked and definitely blessed. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Okay, we're gonna
All
play
right.
a game called That's Hot. I'm going to read a phrase, and you're gonna have to kind of tell me how it ends. So I'll read. They all have either the word hot in them, or something about heat or temperature.
Because it's hot.
For
here in New
example,
York City.
if I said Paris Hilton's catchphase,
That's hot.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
yeah.
you need to be on it because I'm really good at these games.
So to answer, you gotta raise your hand, and I'll call on you.
Okay.
Well,
I'll get my hand
I mean,
ready.
it's just because it's a way, because we don't have buzzers.
I gotcha.
Or you could shout it out. We could try
That
a shout out
works,
game.
too.
Let's try a shout out.
I'm really loud.
You are. I like that. Let's do this. We'll shout out. Okay. So I'll read the question. You shout out the answer. If so, help me God.
What?
If you ask a question during The game. I will deduct points.
All right.
Okay?
No questions.
No questions once the game starts. Do you have any questions right now?
No.
No, ma'am.
I
afraid
do
to ask
have a
the question.
question.
What's your question?
I'm wondering why this is the second card you have of mine and it's still upside down. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's my only question.
Okay. And the game has begun.
'Kay.
That's hot. Some
Like it hot. I love this game.
Brayden loves whenever he gets something right.
We all got it, but you were the loudest.
See, I have a problem.
Where you might find a cat.
In the
Hot
oven.
tin roof.
Woo!
Okay.
Wait, when you get it right, you drink.
Yes. When you get it right. When you get it right, you take a drink. So
And when you get it wrong, or if you don't get it at all, you
you
drink.
should be drinking throughout the game. How Pharrell Williams and Snoop Dogg want you to drop it.
Like it's hot.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. A reason for taking off all your clothes.
It's hot.
Hot.
This is Nellie's reason.
It's getting hot in her.
Thank you. Yes.
I can't drink.
I'll take a drink for that one too. A boy band featuring Nick Lachey.
98 degrees.
Yes. I don't think anyone's gonna get this one, but I'll be so.
I probably will.
This one is worth 4 times the other points.
What are the other ones worth?
8. How someone from the band Foreigner might describe themselves.
Pass. I don't even know what Foreigner is.
It's like a
Very
70s
straight
rock
band.
band. 80s maybe.
Leanna.
Well,
know your audience.
I know. That's why I was like, no one's gonna get this. It's a
Um,
very popular song, though. I know you all know the song. It's just that maybe not aware that it's the band Foreigner. Honestly, I wasn't until I
Can you
Googled
sing a little
it
bit?
today. I don't want to say the words.
mhm.
Hot-blooded.
Yes!
Hot
Whoa! Renessa coming for the win.
Got a fever of 103.
I
Yes.
still don't know it, but okay.
And for extra bonus points.
You got 32. She just jumped us. She
just-
has
yeah.
32 points.
Yes.
Fuck that.
And this is
Already said it like 4 times today. Sorry. Love you, Mom.
the whoever gets this one right gets the whole thing, I think. So
Okay.
it's worth so many points.
Okay.
A song you might hear on an island that describes how you feel.
No.
Feeling hot.
Yes!
God.
Yes!
That was good. That was really good.
Yes!
I do love that song.
Yeah.
Up, crown it.
Wow.
Winner!
I've
Wow.
never lost, I don't think.
This is the first time you've ever lost.
I don't know much for the music questions. Yeah.
In 3.5 seasons, I don't think I've ever lost.
Brayden loses
sorry,
pretty much
honey.
every single time.
Well,
I love being on a sassy game show.
I know.
Drunk game show.
I know.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
Technically,
Fun Saturday
I
morning.
always guess correctly, but Leanna takes
I
away
do
millions
take
of
a
points
lot of points.
for something that my shirt's too low. Take away a point.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
You know what I'm saying?
Usually it's because you're asking questions.
I didn't ask it. I don't think
You didn't.
I didn't.
And I'm going to give you 2 points for that.
Seems like there's a lot of.
So nice.
No, you're still very far behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This was
This
fun.
is just a great way to start a Saturday. What are y'all doing after this?
We're actually doing an interview this afternoon.
Pop star.
Wow, they're just
What are we
working.
doing?
I know, let's all work. Yeah.
Stefan Alexander.
Stefan Alexander.
Stefan. I always say
Yeah,
that
he's
name.
a pop singer-songwriter, super adorable, and
That made the
so that will
barbecues, right?
air. That episode will air this
Wednesday.
coming Wednesday.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
can
great.
we and they listen?
Mm-hmm.
Any podcast platforms.
Yep.
Oh,
So you can just
Great.
search the Queer Creative,
uh-huh.
and if not, then delete that one and download an app that
Yeah.
does work.
We also just started adding the episodes to our website,
Yes.
thequeercreative.com. So
Yes.
you can
No,
listen
go to
right
their
there.
Adorable photos. First of all, that's one way.
How do you, let me ask you one question, I know we need to wrap up, but how do you, this is probably like for our own benefit too.
Also,
how
I
do
am
you,
taking away points because the game never ended.
Shut
But go
up.
ahead and ask your question.
how do you find guests?
Mm.
You know?
We've had no problem.
Yeah.
People have just been contacting us. Like, we can't even get
Wait,
back to everyone.
Yeah, we
same.
can.
We have the
Whoa.
same. It's
Yes.
the same. We're booked. So don't send us an email because
There's one coming through the
we're
door.
booked.
No.
Next month.
Mm.
No. Public apology for like not getting back to everyone that's contacted us.
It's
in
a
the
lot.
DMs
It's too
on
much.
Instagram.
We don't have the producers that you have.
It's
so.
Well,
so much.
yeah.
How did you make time for our little show?
Yeah.
You
We
guys
penciled
are
in.
fabulous. Yeah.
Well,
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you
this
guys
has
being
been
here.
Thank
amazing.
We love it.
Let's do a couple of plugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Plugs.
Plug anything you want.
You guys plug first.
Well, you can follow us on Twitter at Creative Queer and Instagram at,
The Queer Creative Podcast.
Yes. and then our website is.
TheQueerCreative.com.
She's so good.
That's what I did to Leanna too. Like, Leanna, you just talk about all the formalities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's me now to do. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I want to plug that we're going to be doing our show at a different time next month because
Yeah.
Braden will be in DC for his nomination.
So you just took my plug. Thank you.
Sorry,
Ooh.
but you can talk about it. And I'll
Okay.
be in Sicily for my vacation.
Sicily.
Wow.
So we're going to do a special episode.
Is it Pride in Sicily too?
I know,
Probably.
right? Jeez.
Probably is.
Yeah. And also, July 30th, I have a show, an improv show at the Pit.
Wow.
Fun. We don't know yet which date the August episode will be. We're chatting internally with the producers.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out and we'll let you know. I, as Leanna said, I'm nominated for Best Supporting Actor for the DC Capital City Web Series Awards. Pride the Series is also nominated along with some other of my castmates. So I'll be in DC next month.
So we'll probably, hopefully, have Pride on next month. The cast of Pride.
Yeah.
Can we
yeah.
vote for you somewhere?
It's like closed
I
for
see.
like
Oh.
soap opera directors and writers and things like that.
Okay.
But you could like interview me on your
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
podcast. I'm
Yeah.
queer and I'm creative.
You are very.
I
You're
see
very
the band-
queer and you're very
Sorry.
creative.
I see the band stepping in.
Oh,
They're
it's
getting ready
the
to play their
band.
final
Oh,
song.
the bands,
I see them all stepping in. Thank you, band. Thank you, Sousaphones. And I guess thank you guys so much for being
Yeah, thank
here.
you so
Thank
much.
you for having us.
Happy
Yes,
Saturday.
Happy
Happy
Saturday.
Saturday, everyone.
Cheers. Be safe and be kind. And vote Democratic.
Not too much.